Hey folks, I would like to introduce you to the newest member of the Everyday Carry Club, me. I thought it might be interesting to people out there for me to share my experience on what I went through to get my concealed carry permit all the way out here in the beautiful blue land of California. So many people think that there's no way we can carry a concealed weapon, but we actually can. We just have to go through the California hoops. So I'm going to tell you real quick what I went through and how I was able to get my permit. The answer to that question is a no. Not everybody in California will be able to get a CCW permit. If you look at the map that I just put up here, you will see there are green states, they are constitutional carry states, there are blue states, and those states will be the shall issue states, so it's very easy to get your CCW in those states. However, you see the brown states of California and then a couple little ones over there on the East Coast, and those are may issue. So in a may issue state, they don't have to give you a CCW. It actually breaks down even further like this into the counties of California. You'll see the blue counties, those counties are only going to require a minimum amount of good cause. You have to show why you want to have a CCW permit. But basically the blue counties are going to be the easiest to get your CCW. Luckily I live in one of these blue counties, so that's why I think I got my permit fairly easy. And then the yellow counties that you see, those ones require more cause in order to be issued a permit. You can still get your permit, but you just have to really have more cause. And then the red counties, which would be San Diego, Los Angeles, Santa Barbara, and San Francisco. If you're in one of those big cities in California that's red on the map, those are not going to issue you a CCW. You're not going to be able to carry a concealed firearm. This was a long process. This process started for me in June 2020, where I went online and made my appointment for my in-person interview, and that interview happened in December. So from the time I instigated the process to the time I got my permit, it took 6 months. It was this full 6-month process. What it cost me to get my CCW in California was $370. Now that price is gonna break down like this. $100 was paid to my county for my actual permit. It's $100 to get your CCW, and that's a county fee. Well, they also require an in-person 8-hour instruction course where you have to meet certain marksman standards and you have to have certain accuracy. So they actually require you to shoot your firearm that will be on your CCW permit at least an 80% accuracy, and they go out to I think 15 yards. So you do have to go through this class, and I paid $140 for my class, but I have seen them upwards of like $200. And then we have to get fingerprinted. So we have to pay for our own fingerprints. So we have to find somebody, and I had to find the place on my own. I had to go in there. It costs $100 to get your fingerprints done, and then whoever provides that service will charge you a fee. And I think I went to someone really expensive because he charged me $30. So I had to pay $130 to get my fingerprints done, $140 for my 8-hour instruction course, and then $100 for the actual permit. So the whole thing cost $370. As far as reciprocity goes, I have a map that will show which states are going to honor my California CCW, and the bright yellow ones are the ones that have no problem with me visiting their state and carrying my firearm concealed. The darker yellow states, those ones have a restriction that the CCW permit holder be over 21, which I am over 21, so the darker yellow states, I could also visit those states and they would honor my California CCW. It is the handful of black states that will not honor my California CCW. So if I wanted to visit those states, I could not carry, but there is a class that I can take that will allow me to carry in most of those. There's a couple of them that have extra hoops I'd have to go through if I wanted to visit that state and carry. But I don't think any of the black colored states, those aren't states I plan on visiting. So all of the states that I'm thinking about moving to and states that I will be visiting are all of the yellow states. So I'm good to go. I'll be able to carry my firearm when I visit there with just my California CCW. Now, as far as reciprocity the other way, you already know California does not honor any other state CCW. So if you live outside of California and you have a CCW, or CPL or whatever they call it in the other states, and you come to California, you cannot carry. California says no. So today is the big day. I just pulled up to my local sheriff's department. I have my interview today for my CCW permit, so I'm about to go in, and I think they're just gonna ask me some questions and we'll see what happens. I'm gonna turn the camera back on and tell you what they asked me as soon as it's over. So wish me luck. So I just wanted to share with you some of the stuff that they asked me was pretty intense. I'm not gonna lie, it was more intense than I thought it was gonna be. They asked me a lot of stuff about, like, have I ever called the cops? Has anyone called the cops on me? Have I ever been in a restraining order? They asked me mental health stuff, if I take medication for anxiety, depression. They asked me some questions like, when is the last time you were in a physical altercation? And I'm like, okay, never. They asked me, when's the last time you had road rage? I thought that one was funny. And then they asked me, they said, when is the last time you tried an illegal drug? And there was two guys in the room. It was just me and two guys. And when they said that, they both I was like, never. You know, what are you gonna say? Like, the way they form the questions, it's to try to, catch you up. But I know I answered all the questions right. I know I'm an upstanding citizen, and I think I'm gonna get my CCW, but they didn't tell me on the spot. One more quick thing that I left out of that last clip was a line of questioning that I keep thinking about ever since my interview, and it hasn't really settled so well with me. And that was the questioning around my relationship status and my relationship history. So they were asking me if I was single, if I had ever been married, when was I married, how long was I married, when did I get divorced? And it's just kind of uncomfortable that I'm just sitting in a room with these two guys and they're asking me this stuff, because I didn't really understand why that was relevant to me carrying a firearm. I didn't really like it. I'm so private, and that to me, I wish I didn't have to discuss that with them. And that's just something that I keep revisiting. But like I said, they were profiling me, and it's all part of their process. They were professional about it, and I was polite about it, and it all worked out because I ended up getting my permit. But I just wanted to share that experience with you because I just wanted everyone to know exactly what I went through to get my CCW out here in California. Yes, there is a couple more things that I wanted to mention before I get out of here. I had forgot to mention that the California CCW permit will allow you to put 3 different firearms on it. So right now I have my 2 pistols, but I do have a big open space on my CCW permit for another pistol to come into my life and make its way onto the permit. So I'm sure that will happen in 2021. The other thing I wanted to talk about is the renewal process. So here in California, we have to renew our CCW every 2 years, and the cost is $77, and it does require another in-person instruction course. So you have to find an instructor, sign up for a course. This time it's only 4 hours. The initial course is 8 hours, and then every 2 years they require that you do 4 hours of training. So that class is another $140 to $200 depending on where you go. So it is kind of pricey every 2 years to renew your permit. The $140 to $200 for your class, and then $77 to the county, and that's going to come hit you every 2 years. So that's what I will be looking at to keep my CCW going. However, I honestly do not see myself here in California in the next 2 years, but you don't know. So the last thing I wanted to mention was I've been doing a lot of research on carry insurance, and I'm thinking that I'm going to do it. I think that better safe than sorry, and I'm leaning right now towards carry insurance. I haven't signed up for it yet, but I'm thinking like in the next week or two that I might be doing that. So tell me in the comments, do you guys have carry insurance? What do you guys think of that? I'm curious to know the CCW process in other states, the renewal process in other states. Do you guys have carry insurance? Let me know your experience with all of this, and we can share all of our information down in the comments because I have so much fun in my comments. All right, I hope you guys liked my video, and I'm so excited to be a member of the Everyday Carry Club. The CCW permit means the world to me, and I plan on carrying every day, all day, everywhere I go. It's not gonna be a sometimes thing. It's like I'm already carrying literally everywhere I go. If you see me in the street, you will know that I'm armed. Okay, that's it. Happy New Year. Hope you guys all stay safe. You know, just thinking about all the patriots this week, and you know, God bless all the patriots. God bless America, and I will see you guys soon.